Okay, only members of the Rules Committee can stay in. Only members of the Rules Committee. No, Miss Penny, you can stay right there because you got to present. We're waiting on a copy of Senate Bill 359. Just so we can pass it out. It's not in the book. Oh, it's passing out? So we're ready to go, right? Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. You'll have a few minutes to take a look at 359. It's the COVID-19 immunities from liability legislation that is very important. Miss Penny, where are you? Okay. There is a substitute for Senate Bill 104. Hold on.
Speaker, I make a motion that here's Senate Bill 104, LC 43-1702S.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Penny, would you mind telling us a little bit about 104?
Yes, House Bill 104 is made up of nonprofit tax exemptions that the House has already passed, and as they went over to the Senate, they got stripped and put in different things, and so what we've done is combined them all and put a Senate bill, stripped a Senate bill and put them all in there. And all of them are nonprofits. I'll go over the nonprofits. The nonprofits are like for, you can see them, the food bank, the organ donors, the federally funded health clinics, volunteer health clinics, and donations on disaster.
Okay. Does anyone have a question for Representative Houston? Seeing none, thank you, ma'am.
And thank you. And they've all passed the House with no dissenting votes at one time or the other.
Okay.
The organ thing passed last year. So
All right, thank you, ma'am. Okay, we've got a motion on the floor to accept the substitute for Senate Bill 104. The substitute is LC 43-1702S. Do I hear a motion? I got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. All right, thank y'all. Okay, we've got Senate Bill 359, and Mr. Kelly will present that.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Members of the committee, I present to you the substitute to Senate Bill 359, which is the House's version to offer COVID immunity protections to businesses and healthcare providers all across our state. I'll tell you, we all recognize that the COVID crisis is a serious one. It's one that's caused us all to have to change the way we operate, and we need to offer protections to our business community and our healthcare community. This is an effort that I've made working with our special committee on access to the civil justice system to craft a bill where throughout this entire process the business community and the healthcare community have been engaged and generally supportive. I would ask for this committee's support.
Thank you, sir. Senate Bill 359 LC 412609S. Does anyone have a question? Okay. Push your button, please. Ms. Hughley.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. What is going to happen to the workers? So employees, are they gonna be just left hanging out there, or what recourse will they have if something happens to them?
Thank you for the question, Representative. And, any claim with an employee and an employer follows through our workers' comp statute, even transmission cases, and you'll see that on line 157, we say Chapter 9 of Title 34 relating to workers' compensation shall not be changed as a result of this legislation. So employees would still have the same rights to bring claims should they be able to do that currently.
Okay, Mr. Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. One quick question. I didn't see it in here, but I just wanted to say, healthcare institutions, there were a lot of write-ups and terrible reports on a lot of nursing homes in this state prior to this pandemic, and they had an outrageous amount of deaths. Are they going to be included in spite of having been written up multiple times for infractions?
Well, this pandemic has hit all healthcare providers, and these are individuals who are providing care for some of our most vulnerable Georgians. But yes, they would follow underneath the what's called the gross negligence protections offered in this legislation.
Okay, don't see any more questions. I hear a motion to do pass.
Chuck?
Oh, okay. You got to push the button. Okay, get to the microphone.
Yes, sir. Whip Kelly, let me ask this in here, and I won't be able to ask on the floor. In the first definition, it says associations. I've gotten some questions about homeowners associations. I believe this, if they put the same type signage around their facilities to let our folks get back to using their playgrounds in their neighborhoods and their pools and that sort of thing, right? It would be good for them as well.
They would all have increased protections offer this bill of a heightened standard of negligence being gross negligence, and they would also have some additional opportunities for protection if they place some signage. You're exactly correct. All businesses in Georgia and all facilities in Georgia, including those owned by homeowners associations.
Okay. Well, now I don't see, anybody got a question? All right, don't see any. Okay, got a motion. Do I have a motion to pass? Okay, second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Thank you. All right, Senate Bill 483. And if y'all don't remember that bill, come talk to me, 'cause I'll find somebody else to take your place, because we've only had about 5 substitutes for this bill. I would be sure you wouldn't be paying attention. Mr. Hatchett.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senate Bill 483 is the same bill you've seen twice, sections 1 and 2. Section 3 has to do with the HIV bill we passed earlier this year. It has had 3 or 4 modifications. Chairlady Cooper is, if somebody has a question, I know she would be able to answer the questions on the modifications to that section.
Okay. Does anyone have a question? Okay. So we have a substitute for Senate Bill 483. What's that? Okay.
LC 338446S.
Okay. So you'll get a chance to vote for the substitute LC 338446S. Do I hear a motion?
Move.
Okay. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, like sign. All right, let's set the calendar. Senate Bill 104, it's on. Senate Bill 350, Senate Bill 104 by substitute, it's on. Senate Bill 359, it's on. Senate Bill 483 by substitute, it's on. Meeting adjourned.